The good life is back. We are saying farewell to our good brother, Stu, as this will be his last episode.
I'm actually going to be stepping away from a lot of social media.
How's it feel to be Kyrie in Brooklyn? To be fair, I love Kyrie.
You're just trying to get a cameo on Jalen and Jacoby.
Uncle Jalen, Uncle Jacoby, hit me up. It's your boy out here in the Bay Area.
This is strange. I've actually never said farewell to a group like this. We made this from scratch.
But it's super meta, right? Like, good
Oh,
life.
what? Super meta?
Meaning like meta.
Dude, who
like
are you leaving me with, dog?
This is a part of life. This is a part of actually getting to the good life, of figuring out how to design the parts of our life that we care the most about.
Welcome to the good life.
The good life is back. Another episode. Let's dive in really quick. Again, this is the Good Life Visual Audio Podcast. I got Stu here with us. Say what's up, Stu.
What's up, y'all?
Kabi is in the building. Say what's up.
What up, though?
And
What
I'm
up,
Chris.
though?
He said, "What up, though?" I'm Chris.
Pow,
Guys,
pow, pow, pow.
guys, we're diving into how to design your life with extraordinary health, wealth, and mindset. As always, find us everywhere you listen and watch: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. Tonight is going to be one of the pillar episodes in our good life. I don't know, our good life longevity, because we have to, or we are choosing to, or I don't know how Stu wants to position it, but we are saying farewell to our good brother, Stu, as this will be his last episode here.
He's going to the NBA.
He's getting drafted. He's getting drafted.
This is when Chris Webber said bye to the Fab Five. Says I'm
Not sure
going
if
to
I
the
make
league.
the height requirement or the talent requirement for that, but I appreciate that.
But yes, we want to give you some time to chat about it, because obviously this is episode 75, and man, we've come a long way. But Stu, let the people know, give some of your insights, let us know what's going on in your world, man. Why the decision? The decision.
For sure. So yeah, so as Chris said, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I just let the guys know, and I will be stepping away from the good life. I'm actually going to be stepping away from a lot of social media to some great, I guess, extent. You know, I grew up just a simple country boy in the middle of the woods in a very private area, and I miss that. You know, I didn't have a microscope of all the people concerned about my life. And one of the things that this is actually tough to even talk about now, because we've built something really beautiful here. And one of the reasons why I'm stepping away is because these gentlemen are very, very committed to building a community and to just kind of bringing people together on social media. And because I'm not in alignment with social media, it just doesn't feel like I'm showing up the way I could be showing up for these gentlemen. So, in effect, one of the reasons why I'm leaving is, one, to take care of myself and to try and trust my gut and figure out what's going on with this season that I'm in. But two is to honor the fact that these guys are putting their blood, sweat, and tears into this, and I don't want to hold them back. I've got a lot of different thoughts on social media. People that know me pretty well know that I like to keep my life very private. And one thing about social is I am not supposed to keep my life private. I'm supposed to give a lot of documenting my own journey and putting things out there. And man, it just hasn't sat well with me for a while. And you know, in recent years, it's become very apparent that while we like to think of social media as a pure platform where people can express ideas and there's free thought, it is very much censored and filtered. And I simply don't want to be playing a game where there's these little puppet masters that get to decide which of us go up, which of us don't, which of us fall in line with the mainstream idea, which of us don't. I'm here to support individualism, and social media does not, at least its puppet masters, do not support that. So lot of things going on with the addition of me just wanting to step back and reconnect with my family. I'll probably be moving back to Virginia here in a little bit. And I'm just getting focused on the real stuff going on in my world. And then I just want to stay focused on my clients. I know my clients like their confidentiality and their privacy, and I just want to be focused on them and focused on my own life. So this actually has been very hard to talk about because Chris Kabie and I have developed really strong relationships. We started this January of 2021, and here we are 18 months later. I was the original guy to kind of bring these folks together. So it's kind of weird, like sending you guys off. Like we built a boat and you guys are going off into the horizon.
That's great. That's crazy that you did bring us together. I kind of forgot about that part, but that's so true, man.
Yeah. How's it feel to be Kyrie in Brooklyn?
I don't know the reference, so I'm gonna go with not good.
Oh man. So Kyrie brought James Harden and Kevin Durant to Brooklyn to play with him, and then he decided to not play anymore.
Very similar.
To be fair, I love Kyrie.
No, yeah.
Did Kyrie make it a whole season and a half?
3
Kind of.
actually.
Yeah, kind of.
Damn.
He set out.
I was hoping to have one up on Kyrie Irving tonight.
He's also one of the best players in the NBA. Handles sick, got that ball on a rope. One of the best finishers around the rim. Great shooter and a champion.
And now he's messing people up on just like regular basketball courts. I saw a video of him the other day. That's all I know about this man. So he's having a good time.
And he's an American Indian hero.
You seem to know a lot about Kyrie.
I do know a lot about Kyrie. I'm telling you, I love Kyrie.
I believe you do.
The nation hates Kyrie, but I love Kyrie. I derailed us. I Duranted us, if you will.
Nice.
You got some Nets references tonight, huh? There we go.
Man, listen, when it comes to the league, I can hold my own, man. I can hold my own when it comes to the league.
You're just trying to get a cameo on Jalen and Jacoby.
Uncle Jalen, Uncle Jacoby, hit me up. It's your boy out here in the Bay Area.
Yeah. Anyways, you did
4 rings, baby. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You did Durant us. Back to what Stu was saying.
No worries. I could probably make. There's probably some like stress-induced like crack jokes thing happening right now, which I know that actually happens to me. And if ever I'm in like a stressful situation, I'll just start ripping off jokes and tangents.
That was not a tear. Huh?
What? Who? But yeah, no, this is strange. I've actually never said farewell to a group like this after having started my own venture. I've left companies before. But this one feels different. We made this from scratch.
Yeah. But it's super meta, right? Like the show is called The Good Life.
What? Super meta?
Meaning like meta.
Dude, who
like
are you leaving me with, dog?
No, look at that. You got
already sold out to meta.
Look at this guy. Anyway,
Chris got bought out.
I did.
A long time ago.
But honestly,
I'll throw in the other 2 for an extra bag of chips, that is.
Honestly, this is right. Big picture kind of coming full circle. We call the show The Good Life because everyone's in search for their own, like, essence of that word, of those words, the good life, what that means to somebody. And so even before we had this conversation off camera, and we're like, glad you're bringing it up, Stu, right? Like, glad you can talk about it because these are the same things that we talk about on the show, right? It's the exact same things. It's the ability to speak up, talk about what's on our heart, what's on our mind, like, continue to allow ourselves the space and room to grow and evolve and change and learn and all of those types of things. That is literally the conversation that we're having here. So again, it's not, we've never been down this road. You might have never been down this road as far as having to say farewell or kind of transitioning or moving seasons or, switching seasons. But at the end of the day, this is a part of life. This is a part of actually getting to the good life, of figuring out how to design the parts of our life that we care the most about. And like you just mentioned some things, again, we can have the social media conversation. There's always such a debate between the health, the mental wellness of people that use social media, right? Like, absolutely. Right? I have my take on that is I feel like you can curate, or like, you can filter, and you can choose to block and take off and limit your time. And could be line of, what you can't fast from controls you. So fast from it here and there, right? Like I believe in all of those types of things. And again, this because we've talked about this off camera, that and off air, that like, again, social media is a means for building business. It's a means for building brand, right? We can, if you wanted to just advertise in the newspaper and do a TV ad and do something else, right? That could be a way to advertise as well. But we choose to use these free platforms, because that's what they technically all are, right? These free platforms, in order to build brand and to reach an audience. But that's everybody's choice. And again, not everybody wants to go that direction. Everybody has that ability to say, hey, these are the platforms I choose to use. This is the way I choose to build a business. This is if I choose to be in business or not. And so I just applaud you for, again, talking about it, as uncomfortable as it is, because this is what the process of getting to the good life is about. So I just appreciate you even talking about it and bringing it up. And we made it 75 episodes, dude. That's 18, like you said, 18 months later, built nothing. I don't think people understand the commitment that it does take, right? Let's remind the listeners, right? This is a commitment for all of us. And yes, you might be transitioning into seasons, but we show up every Wednesday, right? For 2 hours. We have meetings.
That's 75 Wednesdays in a row.
Yeah. We have meetings outside of this. Like, this is real commitment. This takes real time. Most people aren't committed to anything. Most people don't get to 75 episodes of anything that they do. Right. So absolutely patting yourself on the back and understanding that this is the process. This is what it is. I don't necessarily know this as to be a sad time for the good life. We're going to transition and continue to show people how to build the good life. This is just an example of your path to your good life. Going to go, think about it, off of social media and back to the roots, right? Back to family, getting back to the farm, so to speak. Like, how could anyone debate that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, man, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah. Cause I'm never, I guess what's interesting is when I transitioned into the life coaching arena, I basically consistently tried to keep my ego in check, because there's a lot of people in my specific industry of life coaching that almost get viewed as these like bigger than life, like, how this person lives is the way that we should all live. Like, whatever this person says is gospel. And that's never really been much of my brand. And the way I operate as a coach is I don't want the attention on me. I don't want people to be following or thinking that the way that I live my life is how they should live theirs. So I think for me, just kind of taking this time to go back, and my parents are older. My parents are 73. We've had health conversations, nothing serious, but health conversations that you're just not ready for. Even if they're not serious, it's just like, damn, I never really thought that we'd actually be at this place. So it has me thinking about my time, and it just has me wanting to, like you said, just get back to the roots. So if I can take time away from various other things that I have going on and pour that into my close friends at home, of course I'm staying in touch with you guys, because we basically developed a brotherhood over the past 18 months. And just being around my parents. So I think redirecting all my focus and taking a lot of attention off of me from the social perspective is just going to allow me to just figure out what's really going on and how I want to be spending my time, what direction I want to be going in. I used to be very heavily focused on on achievements. I would measure my life by what I have achieved and what things I have done. And that's, the past few years, that hasn't allowed me at all. As you guys know, I'm a very existential person. Who knows what our purpose is and why we're here? I think we choose to make our own. So for me, I think I'm actually really enjoying just the idea of just kind of going about and living an even more private life. It's a very strange time to be on social media and to just be out there in the world, I guess. So the idea of going back to the woods and just kicking it with people that I've known since day one just sounds really nice.
It's huge, man. That's huge. And we're all deserving of that and that space to do that. So like I said, that is the essence of the good life. Right? Health, wealth, love, happiness,
And
great
choice.
mindset, choice, all of that.
Choice.
Right?
Choice. You want to design a life you don't need a break from. And if it's not part of that life, it takes courage to be happy. It takes courage to be happy. So you got to make the decisions you got to make. I know you don't want to leave the brotherhood. And I know it's not easy. You've clearly been battling with this. And I want to applaud you for your courage. And, if you're watching, this is somebody to I guess you can't follow him anymore. I was gonna say you should follow. I was gonna say you should follow him, but he's one of the OGs, right? The original gurus, the ones that disappeared into the mountains and you never heard from again, except for that one book that was written about them. So one day there will be a book written about Stu as he disappears into the mountains and morphs into a mountain himself that lasts forever and overlooks the great terrain.
My gosh. I'm envisioning like Mount Stewmore at the moment.
Oh man.
Maybe I'll have a massive beard, long hair, and a flannel when that book comes out. But
that'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah, as long as I can hike Mount Stewmore, we'll be good to go.
Free of charge.
Free of
Pause. Wow.
No,
Wow. Wow. As long as I can hike Mount Stewmore.
Full force forward. Well, I guess I know it's a little this wasn't a discussion we were gonna have today, man. But I'll be curious, bro, if you want to put anything on wax before you leave. What would you love to see? As you look out and you see a good life. I don't know, however long from now, what would you love to see? What will make your soul proud if one day you do sneak a peek at social media and you say, these guys are still going at it?
Let's see. What an interesting question. What would I love to see from the good life? I think I just want to continue to see you guys do your thing. You guys are very natural community builders. You get energized by this. And I was kind of telling these guys earlier, I'm a bit of a lone wolf. I like to that's how I like to run in my own lane. And I think I'd love to come back and just be able to witness you guys just having a massive following, because literally all we do here every week is just put out value from what our experiences are. And you guys are already hosts, you guys, us, me, I don't know. It's kind of strange to talk about. But you guys are putting on events and you got the Summer of Success coming up. And I think just being able to just witness you guys continue to grow and just have like even larger of a following, because, you guys energize people. And I think just being able to see where that goes, I think it's really beautiful. So I don't know. I'm not a visionary in that regard.
I love it. If you could though, since we got you on the hot seat for the last time, highlight of your last 75
highlights.
No, I got something caught in my throat. Highlight of the last 75 episodes. What do you think it would be for yourself, Stu?
Oh man. What would the highlight be over the last 75 episodes?
Don't choke on this one.
I know, right? I think it would be the transition from live streaming it to like making this more of an actual podcast, to where we transitioned from not necessarily winging it, but we went from the live to like the much more of like a premeditated type of episode. We came up with the segments, and I think what's been really cool is just watching the evolution of what just started as a Zoom call between a couple guys turn into 18 months of just momentum. So there's not one particular topic that comes to mind. It's kind of just a sensation of how, I guess, open we've been with our beliefs, coming from money, health, the mind, whatever. Like whatever the mainstream idea is, like we're not afraid to speak up against it. And I think that's always been a really powerful thing that we do. All three of us could kind of give two shits what a lot of people think about us. You know, we're here for the people that resonate with us, or for the people that, you know, feel somewhat inspired or uplifted or guided by some of the value we put out there. I don't know if there's one particular theme that really sticks out. I think, yeah, I think it's just been really nice to see the evolution.
Yeah, that's fair, because the evolution has been awesome, right? Like just remembering our process. A lot of people that are listening or watching don't know our back end process, but we've evolved even in how we create the content, even in how we organize the show. You know, we've dabbled in being in Clubhouse rooms. Remember, right? We started off in
Yeah.
Clubhouse and we were Instagram Live, and right, we evolved over here. We started to do more show notes and more kind of, you know, evolved content versus before just, hey, let's jump on pregame and chop it up and then figure out what our topic is after pregame, right? Our content has evolved, and again, that's been a part of this process. You've added a ton of value to the process. That's the learning experience, right? Anyone that's listening, anybody that follows us that understands, right, the process of putting out a podcast or putting out content, just understand, like, it constantly evolves over time. Your process evolves. You know, the type of content evolves. All those things happen, and it's just always good to enjoy the journey, right? Enjoy the journey and understanding what you're trying to put out, as long as it's always around good things, as we've always tried to do here on the podcast, just making sure that we're adding value, that we're giving good information, helping people design the life that they want. When we surround ourselves with those types of messages, we get good outcomes. But we've had to evolve this process over and over again, and that's, again, I think, been a great highlight, obviously, of this time, is just the evolution of it.
With it. Yeah.
Woo!
That's it.
That's good stuff. If you're watching this episode, you know, feel free to leave a little message for Stu. You gotten to know the guy. He shared a lot of great value with you. If you've been with us for a while, you know, I don't know, wherever you see this, drop a little message. I'm sure Hembo will make sure it gets to him. And you know, if you have any questions, hit him up. You know,
You're still going to be coaching, Stu, right?
yeah, there we go. That's where I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Go ahead. How do people who still want to work with you, how do they find you? You know, do they have to write you a letter? Did they send it by mail? You know, what do? They call you on a payphone?
Telegraph would be preferable.
In fact, I
Morse
just
code.
bought one of those machines. So I got you.
All right, awesome. Yeah, Morse code. Y'all look me up. No, I would say my number 804-332-2667. I keep it real.
Pause. Hold up. Did you just give out your cell phone number?
I did, yeah.
Holy cow! This man is about it.
it's on the internet, baby. It's out there. It's been on my website for ages. It's the best way to get a hold of me.
You got a website too, right?
I got a website, StuWilliamsCoaching.com. I will still have at Stu Williams coaching on Instagram and LinkedIn. I'm gonna start messing around with TikTok on my own. Just kind of do my own thing over there. No dancing. You will not catch me dancing on TikTok. You want to see me dancing, you come find me at a bar. But I will still be coaching. I love this. I had an amazing session with an executive earlier. For those that don't know, I work with two types of clients. People in their 20s or late teens, just trying to figure out their life and enjoy life, stop beating themselves up, actually love themselves, and begin to believe and take action that they can actually enjoy their life. So if you don't think that you can enjoy your life because of what your past has told you, I'm here to bust that myth. And the other person is executives, organization, time management, and just learning and not putting out fires all the time. It's too easy when we're busy. And so I'll still be around as far as coaching goes. Yeah. Oh man, this is pretty emotional because we've been doing this for a long time. We have a lot of fun on here. But yeah, I'll still be around. Not dropping off the face of the earth, just social media for a little bit.
That's it.
Yeah, man. Don't leave me with Grandpa Chris.
What?
Is my mic on? Is my mic on?
Did that come out loud?
Oh man, God. Yeah, bro. Definitely gonna miss you, man. I think that's 75 episodes. My favorite part has been the brotherhood, without question. And it's a consistent part of my life, getting to chat with folks that, for the most part, kind of see the world in a similar way, but from a different perspective, which is great. So I get to chat with my tribe, but also be challenged at the same time. And I've appreciated that. And I just want to let you know you've challenged me. You've caused me to grow in multiple areas of my life and how I do things, how I look at things, how I approach things. And I want to thank you, brother. Thank you for that. Gonna miss you. And I appreciate you for reconnecting with me before the show, one-on-one. You are a genuine guy. And then I appreciate you for introducing me to some good folks that I can connect with as well. It's beyond business, beyond show. It's brought a lot of richness to my life. And I can say that 100. I respect you. I wish you nothing but the best success-wise. Let's kick it when I'm in VA. Hoping to kick it with you in Florida, but you know what I'm saying? VA is cool too. Yeah, yeah. Whenever you are in the West Side, hit me up. I got you. Especially down in LA, maybe not so much in the Bay Area. Because it's kind of cold and damp some weird times, But hey man, don't let your foot off the gas just because of this. I hope you take this energy and hit that, floor. Metal to what is it? Metal to the pedal to the metal ground.
Pedal to the metal.
Pedal to the metal. That part. Yeah. Hopefully not too fast, so you're gonna hit some deers out there. Don't do that.
Done it too many times. I hope they don't do that.
Don't do that. I remember this man coming up to school. It'd be like, I got in an accident. What? I hit a deer. I'm like, a deer? I'm like, God.
That's not even the savage part of the story, actually. Do you remember the rest of it?
I mean, I just remember I could not believe it when he showed me the damage.
Yeah. Yeah, that deer didn't win that one. That's for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, don't do that, but do it in the career-wise. And your ability to connect with people is definitely unmatched, bro. I definitely feel you in terms of connecting with people the way that you want to connect with them. Man, it's kind of long, bro, but I guess I got a lot of stuff to say to you, dog. So just all love, man. All love. You couldn't make this decision on better terms. I think if it gotten to a point where just weren't, you're grinding through something you didn't want to grind through, you know, I think it would still be fine. But at the end of the day, I respect you for the timing of, like, you know, because it took courage. Like I said, I really do mean it. It takes courage to be happy. And you know, unlike Kevin Durant when he left after Draymond called him a little, you know, Hembo, bleep that out. My parents might be watching. But you know, he left because he was all mad. You know, he should have won 2 more rings and then left. So, you know, 75 episodes, I think we got some championships in there. So, appreciate you, man. And
I think it's 1 ring per 25 episodes, so we got at least 3 rings.
There we go.
That's it. I like that. I like that.
There we go. Three rings, and we'll sign off from this episode. Kabi, I appreciate those words. And Stu, I'll leave you, man. I second everything that he said, but I'll just leave you with, man, it's been a pleasure being on the journey with you. I've come across a lot of people. There are not a lot of people that can have the consistency and the integrity and bring the value on a consistent basis that you have over the past 18 months or so. So I appreciate you coming along on the journey. I appreciate everything that you've added as far as value to this, continuing to connect people. And yeah, man, the next season you're stepping into, you're going in a better person anyway, more seasoned. And obviously we're going to be around. So obviously we're here to help and we're constantly in your corner, but I appreciate you being on the journey, brother.
Fellas, means a lot. You guys are both brothers to me. It's been really cool how Kabi, like you said, we were able to reconnect and start this initiative. Chris started off on a random Zoom call, man. TED Circles. Shout out to Hannah.
That's right.
And yeah, no, I mean, I think what's been really cool is learning from you guys. You know, all that consistency you mentioned, Chris, you had a lot to do with me learning that. You know, both of you guys were like excellent role models for that. You guys have been in the entrepreneurial game longer than myself. And Mr. Consistency, Chris, has rubbed off on me in a very good way. And there's no pause to that. We're going to leave all that out.
No pause necessary. I'll take it all. I'll take it all.
Pause.
Hembo.
But yeah, no, this is yeah, I think, you know, you guys have commended me on just speaking up about this. I want to commend you guys on being able to, you know, cultivate a friendship, a brotherhood, a working relationship where I can feel comfortable bringing this up, where once this was brought up, you guys were open and not controlling and allowing me to do my thing. And yeah, you know, everything that we talk about with the good life, the three of us just try and embody. It's ownership, it's integrity, it's there's so many things that go into it. And even if I am a lone wolf in a lot of regards, the good life wouldn't be possible without brothers like you guys.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Let's wrap it up. Stu, take us out one last time, man. Could be, I don't know if you had any follow-up. Anything?
No follow-up, guys. It's been solid. Episode 7.5. I'm proud we don't made it to this level. And you know, it's not the end. It's a new beginning. And all the good stuff that people say. Blah blah boodoo ba ba bidam pa 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 pow.
That is it. That's exactly what they say. We're gonna see you guys again next week. Oh, but go ahead and take us out, Stu, one last time.
Gotta be strong, bro. Gotta be strong.
Get me all emotional with that one last time.
Yeah.
Keep saying that over and over again. Good God.
Yeah, give me your best Liver King. You know what I'm saying? Like you just ate some bull testicles.
How'd you know?
Liver King out.
All right. That's it for me. Going forward, that's it for us today. If you guys like what you heard, subscribe, smash that like button. Tune in next Monday for another good one with these amazing fucking gentlemen right here. and share with somebody that would love or hate this episode. Probably be kind of fucked up if you hated this episode, because all press is good press. Until next time, keep living the good life, guys. Wish you well.
Take care, Steve.
Welcome to the Good Life.